1976 when I declared my candidacy for the United States Senate in a contest with Congressman John Hines. The campaign law at that time limited the amount of money an individual could spend based on population of $35,000, which was about as much money as I had in the bank from my law practice. In the middle of the campaign, the Supreme Court decided Buckley versus Vallejo, which said that a person could spend as much of his or her money as he chose, and my opponent did. I petitioned the court for leave to intervene, sort of an act of futility. But if you check the records of the Supreme Court on Buckley versus Vallejo, the landmark case, there I am trying to reverse the decision. I believe that campaign finance reform is important for a number of reasons. First, I do not believe it is correct to say that money equals speech. I believe that Justice Stevens is right about that. When we talk about one person, one vote, somebody with a lot of money has a lot more votes under that formula. I believe, too, that fundraising takes an enormous amount of time, which is contrary to the public interest. We ought to be spending our time on problems at hand, which are numerous. The other factor which weighs on my mind is the factor of public cynicism, which arises from campaign contributions with inference of potential impropriety, which I think is not well founded, but is a matter of public cynicism that arises from all the circumstances. This is another bill that I've sponsored along with many in the course of the past 29 years. For years, Senator Hollings and I sponsored a constitutional amendment to reverse Buckley, which would give latitude for legislation in the field. As Senator Durbin noted, so many of the legislative efforts are invalidated by the Supreme Court on what I believe to be an erroneous legal interpretation. Just have to do a better job at selecting future Supreme Court judges.